The following video has been approved by the JD marketing team. It is rated JD for intense use of the word damn and many beaver-related puns. This video may not be suitable for all beavers. Good morning and g'day, mate. Welcome back to Timberborn with me, JD. Now, in our last episode, we managed to survive our first drought, but we did it by the skin of our buck teeth. We weren't doing so well on the waterfront nor on the food front, but we got through, and that was the important thing. Now, today's episode, I'm hoping to hit critical mass, or at least get well on our way. We want to have infinite amounts of timber coming in. I want to have plenty of labor coming in, which means more beavers, because I'm really getting sick of micromanaging and pausing this and resuming that and everything else. But first, I need to address the beaver in the room. I've had some comments about the sheer number of puns I'm putting into this particular series. And can you do me a favor, just so we can put the beaver to rest? I want you to subscribe if you want more puns. I want you to click the like button if you'd like less puns. And obviously, either way, down the comment section, tell me which way you voted, because it's going to be very, very important. But today's episode, we're going to start off with some basics. Okay, we have very little timber out here, and very, very little timber out here. It's not a good sign. We have a one little lumberjack flag with Morning Wood out here, who is carrying around timber. Well, that's a good sign. He's helping out. We have this lumberjack flag that has 2 trees it can cut. Our birch is almost here. But what I really, really want to do, first off this episode, is I'd like to get the forester up and running. Okay, forester is going to require another 10 logs and another 7 planks. Got to remember, it is 1 log for 1 plank. Beavers are not terribly efficient, but that's perfectly fine. We really want to get that up and running. So I am going to unpause the lumber mill. Unfortunately, we don't have any extra workers that just going to magically come over here and do it. No. We're going to pause Mr. Morningwood. So Morningwood can come over and do that. Charity Beaver is slowly going through and planting things, and I do need to name some more beavers. We're going to start in we're going to start over here. We're going to rename Gamgee. So Gamgee is going to become Shrub, because if you have a well taken care of beaver, it's probably referred to as a shrub. We're going to have Rotsack. Rotsack just has the worst name in the world. But he is a busy beaver. So he's going to still be a busy beaver. Next beaver on our list is going to be... we've got a few. We have a Usercron, who is going to become an eager beaver, because he works at the inventor. Next up, we have... I got a couple of children. It'd be little bit mean to name them, some of the names that I have picked out. But we're going to go with... Kurzol. Kurzol is going to become Ranger. Because, he's got a touch of red in his coat. Yeah. Next up on our list is going to be Grumblebum. Grumblebum is definitely Grumblebum's going to be a crabby beaver. Has nothing to do with anything growing in the fur. We also have Nay. Nay's been driving me nuts for a while, because Nay is a nosy beaver. Really, really, really nosy beaver. And lastly, we have Valzawa, who just reminds me of another word that starts with V, who's going to be a split beaver. Like a log split in half, and beavers gnaw on wood and split logs in half. Yeah. Split beaver. Okay, so we need to grab Morningwood. Morningwood needs to get the planks up and running. We need 7 planks. That's going to be our big goal, to try and come over here and make a brand new wood district. A brand new, forest district. We can see from placement, we should be able to pop this right about here on the barren ground. We probably want to put it... No, that seems like the best spot. So we're going to pop that right there. It's going to need a couple of paths. Obviously right through to here, through that tree. Do I want to... Hang on. Do I want to move it back a tile? This is the best path part about being able to build things without any beavers being active. It makes no difference where I place it. Okay, we're going to pop this here. And then that means my path can come up one more tile. Plug it in there. At the same time, we're going to have to remove all the bad paths. Yes. And I also want to change the paths going to the right and move them up a tile as well. Obviously, that's going to take a bit of time. You know, we've got to get the last of the trees done. We also want to, over here, obviously we want to, well, set up some planting. Now, our choices are birch. Birch is 9 days, 1 log. Bad investment. Pine. Pine is 12 days for 2 logs. Better investment. Then we have maple, which is 24 days, which is forever, but it does get us 8 logs. And we're going to go all down Maple Street. The only thing I do want to do is I want to cancel a couple of tiles right here. And we want to put in some lumberjack flags. Actually... no, we're going to split the difference. We're going to remove that one. And we're going to put in... remove what was going to be that tree, because I don't think that tree would have planted anyway, and put it there instead. So we're going to pop that down. Now, obviously, we can't plant this whole area, but we can try damn well hard. So, new day. We've planned out at least our new forestry section. I'm hoping this should give us a infinite amounts of wood. You know, it's going to take them a while, but I'm hoping this should fix our wood problem. Now, the next problem we have is, well, the sheer lack of, well, housing and birthing. So, we have a decent amount of berries, okay? We have both this gatherer flag with Mr. Chips, plus we have this gatherer flag with Split. And they have a decent amount of berries, because you've got to remember, each of the breeding pods requires some berries and some water. Water, we're pretty okay on, but obviously we could always do better. So, a couple of things I want to do. I want to take care of food first. I think food is going to be a key thing that we need to look at. We are going to first off just do that area, and I'm thinking if I build a path 1, 2, 3 tiles out, I could put another 3, another 6, another set of 3 water tanks there and there. I'm going to put a bit of carrot over here as well, and at the same time we're probably going to want another water pump, which has obviously the path on the right hand side. So I'm going to put one, actually we won't put a carrot there, we will put a potatoes. That'll probably do us. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to go all out on potatoes. Obviously the carrots are still waiting to be grown, so we're going to plop potatoes everywhere we possibly can. We also want to look at this. This can come out 1 more tile. So what I want to do is I want to adjust our paths through that tree. Yep. And we're going to go back into demolish. I want to delete buildings. We're going to get rid of those paths. Yes. And those paths. Yes. There happens to be a freaking tree in the way, but that's okay. We'll chop that down soon enough. They are beavers. They tend to get rid of trees reasonably quickly. And build that to there with actually 1 more path in that tile. And we can remove that. And just confirm you can't touch that 1 tile. But I am hoping to get a second farmhouse right beside our grill. Okay, that's why we have this clear spot here to get in a second farmhouse. But that requires us to get our timber under control. Now we have 4 of 7 planks. We just need 3 more planks up and running. Morningwood needs to get to work. What's he doing? Carrying around. Oh, he's carrying 2 planks at least. So 4 in here, 1 in storage, 2 more makes 7. We should be good. Okay, now we have plenty of housing. We have housing for 30 beavers currently, but we don't have nearly enough babies, yes. So we're going to try and work on that problem next, which is under housing. Because we have the lovely iron teeth, they require the breeding pods, which require 10 wood each. But we can afford 2 already. So we're going to put down 3. Because there's a bit of timber here and there. Not a lot. Same time, we're going to unpause that one. It's already unpaused. We're going to take Slippery Beaver off this particular lumberjack flag, which means hopefully he gets moved. He did get moved. Slippery Beaver's gone over here because there's another 3 trees he could chop, which gets them out of my way. Actually, I just realized we can get like 3 more carrots, 2 more carrots in there. And we'll also, do I put a carrot there? Well, we might as well. We might as well put a carrot right out the front of the lumberjack yard. No, sorry, the sawmill. You need to be resumed as well. Okay. There's nothing over here basically. So we're gonna take Nosy Beaver off that one. Move Nosy Beaver over here. Nosy Beaver can chop down the 1 tree. And then is just basically going to end up hauling stuff around. That is one of the advantages of having extra lumberjack flags. When there's nothing to do, well, they'll move things between warehouses. So hopefully they'll take logs over to Morning Wood, because Morning Wood likes his delivery of morning wood, or wood in the morning. Wood in the morning, yeah, that's more accurate. Or we'll take planks out. They're not carrots, are they? No, they're berries. Okay, so with that done, we can come over here and just double check our forest. We want a maple. We're there. You're up to 7 of 7. Okay, excellent. Morning wood. Pause. Does not need any more planks. Which frees up morning wood. What's morning wood going to do? We're going to go into demolish and rip up that. And actually morning wood is probably going to end up... Where did morning wood go? What you doing, morning wood? Morning wood somehow ended up out here. Did somebody die? No, I don't think so. I think I want morning wood. We're going to have busy beaver. No, we're going to have busy beaver. No, we're going to have morning wood. We're going to have morning wood. Morning wood's going to put his morning wood into the soil and plant us a whole bunch of trees. Oh, pause. 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 There we go. There we go. Alright, so morning wood is now our resident forester. Alright, day 3 arrives. Day 3 arrives. First we're going to do is we're going to neaten up this path. Just because it's bugging me. And remove those 2. Yes. We're going to double check the reach on this. We should be able to plant potatoes in there and there. We've already planted a whole bunch of carrots, but we've had a couple more trees go away, so we can plant those as well. So, morning wood, in the morning, is planting his wood in the forest. Yep. Yep. And hopefully he will do a decent job of planting maple in a hurry. Okay, so that's that problem solved. We have 15 wood available, even though we are 13 wood available. Even though this is basically gone. It's basically gone in here. There's 1 tree out here with a couple, three saplings left. Four saplings left. And over here is down to 1 sapling. Yeah, yeah. And, oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saplings. But the birch is coming online. So, Charity Beaver, obviously 9 days ago, did plant some birch for us. So that's coming online. The question is, can anybody reach it? We do have Slippery over here who can reach it, and Nosy who can reach just a little bit of it. Do we have any unemployed? No. What's Slippery doing? Slippery is moving logs from A to B. Okay. We're going to leave Slippery doing that, but we are going to pause his little lumberjack flag, turn on this one instead, and the other thing that's going to be very, very important is we're going to prioritize Charity to go across and start planting... No, we're going to have her... we want her to keep planting, and I think I'm just going to plant birch everywhere. Because Charity is pretty good at finding wood, it seems. And Actually, we're going to prioritize that she finishes the maple. And we're going to fill up every tile we possibly can with birch. Mainly because it has a short life cycle, which does mean that if I want the tiles back, at worst, I have to wait 9 cycles to get them back. Or 9 days. 9 days. Which is a fairly long time. But then again, it should be enough to tie us over until we can get our maple farm up and running. That would be ideal. Busy Beaver. Busy Beaver is thirsty, like desperately thirsty, which may or may not be a problem. On top of that, it doesn't look like Busy Beaver has anything left to cut. So, again, we're going to pause Busy Beavers. Nope. Which one? It's that one. We're going to pause Busy Beaver's lumberjack hut, and we're going to make sure that one of these is turned on instead. And as soon as we start chopping down these, I actually want to replace them with pine. Oh, and we also want to, now we've done a whole bunch of cutting, we want to, and we've got a whole bunch more babies on the way, baby beavers on the way. We want to definitely up our water storage. I don't think I actually need more water pumps, because we can look at their productivity. It's only 64% and 69%. Of course it's 69%. Of course Justin Beaver is sitting there at 69%. I don't think I need extra pumps yet. I just need extra storage for right now. We also want to pop in our 1 carrot. Because until all the natural resources are gone, we're going to be doing a little bit of picking at this and picking at that. But yeah, with these 2, Slippery and Busy Beaver, up and running, hopefully... Oh, hang on. Cut trees. Everything, please. If it exists, cut it. Yes. Okay. Hopefully now we're going to see some of these trees disappear. There we go. And the other thing that's going to be fairly important, I'm going to have to do a bit of babysitting with this, is I want to replant them as pine. So I have to wait for the beaver to rip them out and then make sure before Charity Beaver gets over here and replants them that they're swapped over to pine. So that's going to be the plan for the next couple of days. We are basically out of wood, and nobody's delivering water and berries, which is just your horrible little beavers. You have no goods in stock. You have berries. That's storage, which has like 100 berries. 100 berries. That is until our carrots come back online, which we really hope to come online soon, because it's been a while. Alright, it's our 4th day, and as you can see, all our birch has come online. It looks like Charity Beaver has maybe 1 last maple to plant. Two maples to plant. Which means we're hoping the boys can come through here and rip up what's here, and I can replant it with pine, because we like, you know, pine wood. Pine wood is just more efficient for our beavers. Actually, we've just noticed that... Oh, no, Nosy Beaver. Nosy Beaver also has 1 pine tree he can go dig up. We also probably don't want that, as it's well and truly out of range, I assume. Yes, well and truly out of range. And you have no beavers. What happened to Morning Wood? Morning Wood died of old age! He only got to plant his Morning Wood into that many spots in the ground. Alright, we're going to have to find a replacement beaver for Morning Wood. I'm thinking we have Busy Beaver, Slippery Beaver. Technically we have Mr. Chips. Or we have Nosy Beaver. Look, Nosy Beaver's always been a bit nosy. We're going to pause them. And hopefully, yeah, they've become our resident forester now. And I need to stay on top of this so we don't end up with more birch planted. Pine in everywhere there. Okay, we have the day rise again, and as you can see, whilst I have the planting tool in my hand, we have a few trees is planted over here, not nearly enough. We have had the boys come through and rip out most of the trees. We are waiting for just, what, two more to go, and then we're going to have Charity Beaver in here to pop in some pine. Oh no, the pine's already been planted. Okay. That one pine, and then one more tree to go. Actually, can I have you prioritize pine? That's the way we're going to fix it. That way she should leave that one alone. At the same time, we have a couple of these water tanks up and running. And as you can see, water is fine. We have plenty of water storage. We've had the carrot farm come up. It's definitely harvest time. It's definitely harvest season. And the only thing I need to do is, well, hopefully get rid of this one tree, which we are about to do. Okay, that's done. And let Charity Beaver get on with playing with wood, along with getting Nosy Beaver to, you know, finish planting some maple out here. As for trees, we have, well, none. We have this one piece of pine out here. So we're going to resume that lumberjack yard. Pause that one. So Busy Beaver can come over and do this. We can throw in one more potato here. At the same time, there's two bits of birch. So we're going to resume that one as well. Pause Slippery Beaver. Slippery Beaver can slide their way all the way over there and get that done as well. We can chop down 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it, 4. 4 bits of wood. That's all we possess. That will be enough to do 1. Yep, one tank. Unfortunately, there's some logs in here, which I can't seem to kick back out, which is a little bit frustrating. But it is what it is. So, until our pine comes online, which is that row, which is 87%, so it's probably a cycle away. When the pine comes online, we're going to have some more wood. We're going to have to finish off wood, water storage. And then the next thing I really want to work on is a second farmhouse. Because although they're going really, really well, if I have 2 farmhouses, one prioritized to planting and the second one prioritized to harvesting, the harvesting boys come along and they harvest everything. And then the planting boys come along right behind them and plant absolutely everything. Which is like a perfect system in my books. But that's going to require more wood. Story of our life. So, with all that said, I think we're going to have to just wait. Alright, it's been a couple of days and our busy beavers have been very busy. We've had a couple of sticks of pine come online, which is good because we've got, what, 3 bits of timber in there and the full 15 in there. We have had a couple of them actually age up. So we have this lumberjack yard flag up and running with Busy Beaver. Busy Beaver can now harvest these last 2 bits of timber. And then after they're done, we can actually remove the whole thing. Who is that? Hang on. That's Busy Beaver. Who is that? Ranger. Oh, okay. Ranger's over here waiting for this one tree to grow up. Also, Ranger can cover some of this. Not really. We have Crabby Beaver. Crabby Beaver's come back to town. And they are also basically clearing off these trees as quickly as they can. So, we have a little bit of timber. Not a lot of timber. I have to admit, we're still in the very poor stage. I can't... Oh, really? It's still got the stump there. Okay. Alright. As for over here, the birch has pretty much leveled up and leveled out. We're going to swap all that over to maple. We have one little one here left. And, well, you're about to go away. And one little one here left. After they're done, this lumberjack flag can get turned off. We have had the Nosy Beaver. Nosy Beaver has got some progress made. Not a lot. I would have liked to see more. But in saying that, like, this one's at 16% already. 20%, 19%. I think 20 is about as high as we're going to get. And it seems they're planning not many per day, about 5, probably actually about 10. About 10 per day. Now, I don't know if that's because the sheer distance they are from home base. It just takes them so long to get to work, or what the story is. I think home and work, our work-life balance is going to need a fix after we can finally actually afford to have some timber to do some things. So, with Busy Beaver has chopped down everything in the area, their flag can actually go away. Do we have anything for them to do in the meantime? Not actually. Run the potato farm? Prioritize action planting. Prioritize none. Yes. Okay, so we're going to turn on the grill. We're going to just remove Busy Beaver's lumberjack flag outright, because we just don't need it. We can put a single bit of potatoes there instead. And we're going to prioritize nothing. I can't prioritize nothing. Okay, harvesting, I guess, then. And can I... It does not look like I can put a potato there no matter what. Maybe if we build a second one, we can. As for a second one, we're only a couple of sticks of wood away. In saying that, we don't really have a couple of sticks of wood, so, you know. The pine's coming through slowly. Very slowly. 80%, 80%. So they're all tomorrow's harvest. So it's what, 2, 4, 6? So probably 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 24 wood. 24 wood is all we have for tomorrow. And that's sort of the problem. We just don't have a lot of wood coming in. It doesn't also help that I'm burning it off to make potatoes. But, you know, potatoes are important. Meanwhile, Charity has gone and planted all this birch. The earliest birch is half grown already. Yeah, they were at 50%. So the earliest birch is half grown, which means for the next 4.5 days or so, I can't build anything extra. But then again, I don't have any wood to build anything extra, so it really doesn't matter. As for some of these tiles, it looks like, by the simple fact that Charity is completely skipping over them, that some of them are just far too barren to plant anything, much like Charity is, because, well, we're not going to talk about her personal life. So, a new day, and you may notice that the last couple of trees are in here are now gone, so we can swap those over to carrot as well. It also means that once Ranger has finished dragging around his last log, we can finally get rid of Ranger's resting place. What are you doing? You're carrying around water. Yeah, we don't need you carrying around water. Oh, actually... If we have them up here, it's a spare labourer. Yeah, we're just going to pause that one. Okay, so we have 2 unemployed. Now, we have our next choice. Our next choice is we can choose to go down the avenue of getting a second farmhouse. That way we can have one doing prioritised planting and one doing prioritised planting and one doing harvesting. But I just think I can... No. Charity is not planting. Okay, so even that tile looks okay. I'm going to go with Charity said no. Alright, so our choices are... Oh, and those 2 are no as well. Okay, cool. Alright. Choices are... We have 2 unemployed already. Now, I can, you know, obviously unpause some of these and we can have extra labourers that will run around and do labouring things. It's not a bad idea, but my other option, and this is the one I'm sort of leaning towards, is if we can get another 12, 10 lumber and 7 planks, I could put a second forester over here, and I could get rid of the word log on the screen. If we get a second forester over here, I'm thinking there. Thinking there, it could speed up, and it would just be a speed up, okay? It would speed up Nosy's efforts, who cannot reach the last tiles. We're going to cancel those before we end up with a whole bunch of trees on them. that were put in by our next one, because I think that's gonna be the big brain play. Put in an extra one. It does mean that I need to, well, get half a dozen wood together. So we're gonna unpause the lumber mill. Ranga's gonna come over here. If it had logs, they've gone now. We still have one unemployed, and I think the wise choice. Oh, do they all have water and berries? I think the wise choice is going to be unpause that flag. Slippery Beaver. What are you doing, Slippery Beaver? You're moving around water as well, and you're putting it in the barrel or in the barrel. Okay. Oh, actually, we have Charity. Charity is doing absolutely nothing. She's planted everything. Okay. We're going to take Charity off there as well. We can put Charity on the closest lumberjack flag. That way they can move things around. But yes, until we get... how many planks? 7? 7 planks? 7 planks. 7 planks. Until we get 7 planks, which requires 7 bits of wood, we're a little bit screwed. On top of that, we need to keep some sort of wood coming in to keep our grill functioning. Because obviously, well, it's potato season, as you can obviously tell. And we'd really like to pick all the potatoes. Is that just not planted, or has already? Oh, it must have already been harvested. Yeah. Prioritize. I think we can prioritize planting. Honestly. No, actually, probably harvesting. And potato. Neither. Neither. We're basically surviving on berries. That sounds come back. Yeah! Turns out we have a drought in the way. Now we have plenty of water. We also need to definitely prioritize harvesting. And I think with a drought in the way, there's very, very little point to try and get a second forester up and running. I think we're just going to have to wait it out. But I have noticed... it's a bit of a long shot. If we can get a lumberjacker down here, we could chop just a few trees. So we're going to try, and as for paths being free, that's definitely working in our favor, along with lumberjack flags. So I'm going to build that to there. We're then going to go to the city. No, actually, we're still good. We're still good. We're still good. We're still good. Wow. Wood, forester. It's already dried out, so, you know, it's not like we're in a rush. But we will prioritize the hell out of that. And then I just noticed that Slippery Beaver has grabbed the last tree, because he's a slippery fella. So I'm going to pause that one as well, and that means I can come into here and plant you as a maple. So that finishes out our forest. Ooh. I want to cancel this little section. I really want to run the path. I'll probably end up bringing it back one more tile. Even though I went out of my way previously to move it up a tile, it sort of makes sense that... actually, it makes sense that it goes even lower. It makes sense that it goes as directly from A to B as possible. Like, the shortest route, because how far beavers can path obviously really, really matters. Yeah, we're going to remove that, and then we're going to go back in here, and we will throw maple all the way through there. And just to confirm, has not affected the forester in any way, shape, or form. Slippery Beaver can come over here, which is good, because we can have Slippery Beaver chop this little bit. It's not a lot. You know, they're all 2s, but considering what we don't have to our name, it's probably a whole heap. The other thing we can do is, if Ranga makes some planks... yeah, he's carrying one log, because he hasn't had any potatoes, so he can't carry 2 logs. One thing we can do is we can unlock wooden stairs. Now, wooden stairs let us climb multiple levels, and it only costs 70 science. We actually have heaps of science because we've left science just running in the background. And if we climb up to here, I should be once again be able to get a lumberjack flag in here, and we should be able to paths, please, there to there, and also get rid of all that. I was saving this for a rainy day, but we're obviously at rainy day point. Now, we have 0 unemployed. Great. We also have 27 out of 30 beavers. We have 19 adults and 8 children. All the water tanks are full, so we're going to leave the pods running for another 2.5 days. But, priority max. And yeah, Slippery can chop that. Ranger can make some planks. If we can get the building materials up and running, we just need 1 more plank, which Ranger should have done any second now. Cool. That's that done. Now the question is, do we take our 12 wood and we build another farmhouse, or do we let it go? Our warehouse is full. Our potatoes are being converted into grilled potatoes. We're going to go for the second, 25 wood. And cherry's obviously not at work, so they're not being planted. Okay. Alright. No, I think we're just going to save our wood. We're probably going to pause Ranger. Yeah. There's no point putting him over there, is there? He can go on that one when it's built, actually. Yeah. I don't think we'd have 25 wood and actually have it up and built and manned in time. Yeah. Oh crap. And then I see there's 26 wood in stock. Can we do food, farmhouse? It also fixes our one problem that we couldn't cover those 2 tiles. Okay, that solves that. Alright, so we're going to build a farmhouse. Obviously, hopefully, Benjin. We've got new beavers online. New beavers online. We're also at 28 of 30. So as soon as you're done, we're going to unpause that barracks because it only needs 6 wood. And at the same time, you guys are set to harvesting. You guys are set to harvesting. I guess that'll have to do us. And I have no idea where the Ranger went. No idea. No idea. No idea. But we are 1.4 days away from the drought season, which is good and bad all at the same time. Alright, it's our last drought prep day, okay? Very, very last day. Is there anything that we really want to desperately get done? There's very, very little point to building another forester all the way out here when we're about to have a drought. At the same time... Oh, actually, at the same time, we were trying to reach all the way back around the back to where that path was. But if we put in... Actually, we don't have the materials, so we should be able to build this fairly freely. If I put a stair there, there, and there... actually, don't really want to get up to that next level, do I? There's absolutely nothing on it. You would have to go up multiple levels to get up to... Yeah, no, let's not do that. But we could do a jump from there to there. And then put in another lumberjack flag. And that actually covers... Okay, lumberjack flag there. That's all set. Okay, now I just need a idle beaver. Mr. Chips. Split beaver. Charity. Charity. Actually, no. 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 Split beaver is going to come over here and split wood. Don't know. Bad. Charity, thank you. Split beaver is going to come over here, and split beaver's one job is going to be splitting wood logs into planks. Yeah. Born for it. Meanwhile, we've harvested most of this. If we can get these stairs in place and these stairs, and actually we might even just add a quick path here to there. If we can get these done and access to this lumberjack flag, we could just gnaw through the. It's birch. It's not a lot. It's what? 2. There's seedlings. Okay, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 timber, and it cost us 5, 10. It cost us 10 timber to get 18. Yeah. But like I said, split is going to split the logs into planks. We should be fine. We do actually have a surplus of timber. It's not nearly as bad as I make it out to be. Oh, that's built. Just nobody bothered to actually build the stairs. Seems perfectly sensible to me. Sure. And that's planted. Where are we up to? 33. It says watered and alive, but that looks very dry to me. 36. Okay. And we still have a day till drought. All the water tanks are full. Food is at 300. I have no idea if that's actually enough. The only thing we might want to do is we're probably going to pause the pods again. It just seems like the smart thing to do, honestly. It really, really does. So, night has fallen. It's our last night with water still flowing. And let's be honest, in 0.2 of a day, we're going to wake up. The river's going to dry up. And then we're going to be damned. And you know what? I figure I'm going to make you guys wait till next episode to find out exactly how many beavers dry out during our next drought. So, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And, as always, don't forget to say hi to your mum for me. Alright, we're out. Bye.